Tonight, we drift into one of the most remarkable abilities of the human mind, a hidden system stored behind your thoughts, constantly recording, deleting, sorting, and reshaping the story of your life. Memory. Settle into comfort now. Let your body sink into softness. Tonight, we journey through the gentle science of memory, while you drift toward the deepest rest. Part 1. The quiet turning on. Relaxation begins with a switch inside your body, a switch shaped by evolution, a switch called the parasympathetic nervous system. When it turns on, your whole body changes. Your heart rate slows, your breathing deepens, your digestion restarts, your muscles unclench, your mind softens. Imagine this system as a gentle guardian, whispering, "You are safe now. You may rest." And as you rest, as your body melts into stillness, something extraordinary begins to happen in your brain. Tonight, while you sleep, your memories will be sorted, strengthened, and woven into the fabric of who you are. But first, let us begin at the beginning. Take a slow breath in and out. Feel your shoulders drop. Your jaw softens. You are safe. You are here. And your brain is preparing for its nightly work. Part 2. How a memory is born. Every moment of your life arrives as a storm of sensation. Light enters your eyes. Sound vibrates your eardrums. Touch presses against your skin. Scent molecules drift into your nose. Taste dissolves on your tongue. These sensations flow into your brain like rivers meeting an ocean. And in a structure called the hippocampus, something remarkable happens. The hippocampus is shaped like a seahorse, curled deep in the center of your brain. It is the weaver of your memories, the place where scattered fragments become whole experiences. Imagine it now, this small, curved structure, gently gathering the threads of this moment. The feeling of your pillow, the rhythm of your breath, the peaceful darkness around you. The hippocampus takes these separate sensations and binds them together. It says, "This moment happened. Remember." But not all moments become memories. Your brain is wise. It knows it cannot keep everything. So even now, as you sink deeper into relaxation, your brain is deciding what matters, what can be released. And the answer is always the same: what matters is what moves you. Part 3. Why some moments last forever. You remember your first day of school, perhaps. The smell of new crayons. The sound of your name being called. You remember a moment of pure joy. A sunset that stopped you in your tracks. A laugh that echoed through your chest. You remember heartbreak, loss, the moment everything changed. Why do these memories stay when thousands of ordinary moments fade away? The answer lies in a tiny almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. The amygdala is your emotional compass. When something important happens, when you feel fear, joy, love, or wonder, the amygdala lights up and sends a signal to the hippocampus. That signal says, "This matters. Keep this." It's a beautiful system, really. Your brain doesn't just record events. It records significance. It remembers what made you feel. This is why a simple meal with someone you love can become unforgettable, while 100 meals alone blur together. This is why a child remembers the day they felt truly seen, truly safe, truly loved. Emotion is the ink that writes memory onto the pages of your mind. And tonight, as you rest, your brain will strengthen the memories that matter most. The moments that shaped you, the experiences that made you who you are. Breathe slowly now. Let your body grow heavier. You are safe in this moment, and your memories are safe inside you. Part 4. The gentle art of forgetting. Forgetting is not a failure. Forgetting is a gift. Imagine if you remembered everything. Every conversation, every meal, every moment of waiting in line, every fleeting thought. Your mind would be drowning in detail, unable to find what truly matters. So your brain has learned, over millions of years, to let go. Forgetting begins almost immediately. Within hours of learning something new, much of it fades. This is called the forgetting curve, discovered by a scientist named Hermann Ebbinghaus over a century ago. But here's the beautiful part: what you need returns. What matters resurfaces. When you sleep, your brain replays important memories, strengthening the connections between neurons. The pathways grow deeper like streams carving through stone. The rest, the trivial, the unnecessary, quietly dissolves. This is not loss. This is clarity. Your brain is an artist, constantly editing, sculpting your inner world into something meaningful. And sometimes, forgetting is an act of mercy. When pain is too great, when trauma overwhelms, your mind may soften the edges of a memory, may place it at a distance where you can survive it. This is not denial. This is protection. Your brain wants you to live, to move forward, to heal. So it holds what you can bear and releases what you cannot. Breathe deeply. Feel the weight of your body. You are allowed to let go of thoughts, of worries, of the need to remember everything. Your brain will keep what matters. Trust it. Part 5: The Landscape of Childhood. Close your eyes and think of your earliest memory. Perhaps you are 3 years old, 4, 5. Maybe you remember a kitchen, a backyard, a voice calling your name. These early memories are different from later ones. They are hazier, more dreamlike, painted in broad strokes rather than fine detail. Scientists call this childhood amnesia, the fact that we remember almost nothing from our first few years of life. But why? The answer is both simple and profound. Your hippocampus was still growing. In early childhood, the brain is a garden of explosive growth. Neurons multiply, connections form and reform, entire regions reshape themselves. The hippocampus, that memory weaver we spoke of, doesn't fully mature until you're around 3 or 4 years old. Before that, memories can form, but they cannot be stored permanently. They drift away, like drawings in sand before the tide. And yet, even though you don't remember being 1 year old, those experiences still shaped you. The feeling of being held, the sound of a lullaby, the warmth of safety or the chill of fear. These became part of you not as memories, but as patterns, as templates for how the world works, as the foundation of who you would become. Your earliest years live in your body, in your instincts, in the way you move through the world, even when they don't live in your conscious mind. And there is something hopeful in this. It means you are more than what you remember. You are the sum of every moment, remembered and forgotten, that made you, you. Let your breathing slow. Feel yourself sinking deeper. The child you were is still here, woven into every cell. Safe, held, peace. Part 6: Sleep, the Memory Maker. Now, let's talk about what happens when you close your eyes. Sleep is not emptiness. Sleep is not absence. Sleep is when your brain does its deepest work. As you drift into sleep, your brain waves slow down. You move through stages, from light sleep to deep sleep, and then into a magical realm called REM sleep, where dreams dance across your consciousness. During deep sleep, something extraordinary happens. Your hippocampus begins to replay the day's experiences. Like a film projected in fast forward, the events of your waking hours flicker through your neural networks. But here's where it gets remarkable. As these memories replay, they transfer. They move from the hippocampus into the cortex, the outer layer of your brain where long-term memories live. This process is called consolidation. Imagine it like this. The hippocampus is a temporary storage room, gathering impressions throughout the day. Sleep is the night shift, when everything important gets filed into the permanent archives. Students who study before sleep remember more than those who study in the morning. Musicians who practice before bed wake up with better skills. Even emotional wounds begin to heal more quickly after a full night's rest. Sleep doesn't just rest your body. Sleep builds your mind. And right now, as you sink into deeper relaxation, your brain is preparing for this sacred work. Every memory worth keeping will be strengthened. Every lesson worth learning will be woven tighter. All you have to do is let go and trust the process. Your body knows what to do. It has done this every night of your life. Breathe in and out. Slower now. Let the day fade. Let your thoughts grow soft. Your memories are safe. Your mind is working. You can rest. Part 7: When Emotions Become Memories. Why do you remember the first time your heart broke? Why does the smell of rain bring back a summer from childhood? Why can a song make you cry 20 years after you first heard it? Because emotion and memory are inseparable. The amygdala, that almond-shaped guardian of feeling, doesn't just tag memories as important. It changes how they're stored. When you feel something deeply, when adrenaline rushes through your system, when your heart races with fear or soars with joy, your brain releases chemicals called neurotransmitters. These chemicals are like highlighter fluid for your neurons. They make certain connections burn brighter, last longer, become nearly impossible to erase. This is why you remember the car accident but not the drive to work. This is why you remember the moment you fell in love but not the 17 conversations that led up to it. Emotion writes in permanent ink. And this system evolved for survival. Your ancestors needed to remember where the danger lived. They needed to remember where they felt safe, where food grew, where love bloomed. Those who remembered survived. Those who forgot did not. So now, millions of years later, you carry this gift, the ability to hold close what matters most. The laughter of someone you love. The moment you realized you were enough. The sunset that reminded you the world is beautiful. These memories are not accidents. They are treasures, carefully stored by a brain that knows what makes life worth living. And tonight, as you sleep, these emotional memories will be polished, strengthened, protected. Your brain is honoring what moved you. Breathe deeply. Let your body soften completely. You are not just a collection of facts and dates. You are a living story, written in moments that made you feel alive. And that story is safe inside you. Part 8. The brain's nightly decisions. Imagine your brain as a vast library. Every day, new books arrive. Thousands of them. Experiences, sensations, thoughts, conversations, images, sounds. The library cannot hold everything. So every night, a librarian walks the aisles, deciding what to keep and what to release. This librarian is not random. This librarian is wise. Keeps what you rehearsed, the things you practiced, repeated, studied. Keeps what you felt deeply, the moments charged with emotion. It keeps what connects to existing knowledge, new information that links to something you already understand. Everything else, the trivial, the redundant, the unnecessary, quietly fades. This process happens mostly during deep sleep, in the slow wave stages when your brain waves roll like ocean tides. Scientists have discovered that during this time, the connections between neurons are actually pruned. Weak synapses dissolve. Strong ones grow stronger. Your brain is sculpting itself, night after night, shaping your mind into a clearer, more refined version of itself. And here's something beautiful. Your brain prioritizes the future over the past. It doesn't just store what happened. Prepares you for what might happen next. It extracts patterns. It generalizes. It learns. The child who touches a hot stove doesn't just remember that specific stove. They learn that heat means danger. That lesson protects them tomorrow and every day after. So as you sleep tonight, your brain isn't just replaying your memories. It's learning from them, growing from them, becoming wiser because of them. You don't have to try. You don't have to force it. All you have to do is rest. Let your muscles melt. Let your thoughts drift. Your brain is working for you even now in the quiet dark. Trust it. Part 9. How trauma finds its place. Some memories arrive like earthquakes. They shake the ground of who you are. They leave cracks in the foundation. Trauma is the brain's response to overwhelming experience. When something happens that is too much, too fast, too intense to process normally. In those moments, the hippocampus can struggle. The memory becomes fragmented, disjointed, scattered. Instead of a clear story with a beginning, middle, and end, trauma often lives as flashes, images, sensations, feelings without context. The amygdala, meanwhile, goes into overdrive. It stamps these fragments with urgent importance, saying, "Remember this. Danger. Protect." So traumatic memories can feel both impossibly present and strangely incomplete. But here is the hope. Your brain is always trying to heal. Even traumatic memories can be softened, reorganized, integrated over time. Sleep plays a role in this healing. During REM sleep, when you dream, your brain processes emotional experiences, but with a crucial difference. During REM sleep, the chemical that causes stress, norepinephrine, is turned off. So you can revisit difficult moments in your dreams, but without the full intensity of fear. Your brain can practice coping, can find new perspectives, can slowly integrate what once felt unbearable. This doesn't mean trauma disappears. It means it can become something you carry rather than something that carries you. Therapy helps, connection helps, time helps, and sleep, quiet, restorative sleep, is part of that healing too. If you have lived through hard things, know this: your brain is not broken. Your brain is trying to protect you. And with each night of rest, with each morning of waking, it is doing its best to help you integrate the past and move toward the future. You are stronger than you know. You have survived everything so far. And tonight, even as you rest, your mind is working toward wholeness. Breathe gently now. There is no rush, no pressure. You are exactly where you need to be. Part 10. The joy that stays. Not all memories are heavy. Some memories are light, filled with laughter, wonder, love. These too leave their mark. These too are stored with care. When you experience joy, your brain releases dopamine, a chemical that makes everything feel bright and worthwhile. Dopamine doesn't just make you feel good in the moment. It also tells your brain, this is important. Remember this. Seek this again. This is why a child who is praised learns faster. Why a student who enjoys learning retains more. Why moments of connection and play become some of our strongest memories. Joy is the brain's way of saying, more of this, please. And the beautiful thing is, joyful memories can be revisited. Unlike physical treasures that wear out with use, memories grow stronger each time you recall them. Every time you remember a moment of happiness, your brain replays those neural pathways, deepening them, making them more accessible. This is why gratitude practices work. Why reminiscing with old friends feels so good. Why looking at photographs can lift your mood. You're not just remembering joy. You're re-experiencing it. You're strengthening it. You're making it a more permanent part of who you are. And tonight, as you sleep, your brain will tend to these bright memories too. It will file away today's small pleasures. The warmth of the sun, kind word, a moment of peace. It will weave them into the tapestry of your life, adding light to the pattern. You are not just your struggles. You are also your joys. And those joys are real. They matter. They are worth remembering. Let yourself sink deeper now. Let go of any tension remaining. Think of one moment today that made you smile, even slightly. Hold it gently. Your brain is already storing it, already making it a part of you. You are allowed to keep the good things. Part 11. Why dreams reorganize everything. Now we enter the realm of dreams. Every night you spend about 2 hours dreaming, whether you remember it or not. During these dreams, your brain does something extraordinary. It takes your memories and rearranges them. It finds connections you didn't see while awake. It solves problems you couldn't crack during the day. Processes emotions you didn't have time to feel. Dreams are not random noise. Dreams are your brain's creative studio. Scientists have found that during REM sleep, the brain's logic centers quiet down while the emotional and visual centers light up. This allows memories to combine in new ways, to form unexpected associations, to reveal patterns hidden in the noise of daily life. This is why you might dream of your childhood home but your current job. Why a person from 10 years ago appears in a conversation from yesterday. Why impossible things feel perfectly natural. Your brain is not being confused. It's being creative. It's asking, what does this memory have in common with that one? What can I learn by putting these pieces together? Musicians dream of new melodies. Scientists dream of solutions. Artists wake with visions of what to create next. And even if you're not trying to solve a problem, even if you're just living your life, your dreams are still working for you. They're organizing your experiences, making sense of your feelings, helping you understand yourself and the world a little better. So if you dream tonight, even if the dream is strange or fleeting, know that it's your brain's gift to you. It's saying, I'm taking care of everything. You can rest. I'll sort it all out while you sleep. Let your body grow impossibly heavy now. Let your mind drift. You don't need to control anything. You don't need to understand everything. Your dreams will do their work. Your brain knows what it's doing. All you have to do is let go. Part 12. The architecture of forgetting. We've talked about how memories are made. Now let's talk about the architecture of forgetting, the beautiful, necessary art of letting go. Your brain has limited space, not in terms of storage. Your capacity for memories is vast, but in terms of accessibility. You can only hold so much in working memory at once. You can only recall so much without effort. So your brain triages. Memories you don't use fade first. Neural pathways that aren't traveled grow dim, like paths in a forest overgrown with moss. This is called synaptic pruning. The connections literally weaken and dissolve if they're not reinforced. But this isn't sad. This is practical. If you remembered every password you ever created, you'd never be able to recall the current one. If you remembered every route you ever drove, you'd be paralyzed by options. Forgetting allows you to focus on now, on what's relevant, on what helps you navigate today. And sometimes, forgetting is a choice. Your brain can suppress memories, not erasing them, but pushing them below the surface of consciousness. This can happen with painful memories that you're not ready to process, or with intrusive thoughts that don't serve you. It's not perfect. Sometimes important things fade when you wish they wouldn't. Sometimes painful things resurface when you wish they'd stay buried. But mostly your brain gets it right. Mostly it keeps what you need and releases what you don't. And tonight, as you sleep, this process continues. Unhelpful worries will soften. Unnecessary details will blur. The sharp edges of the day will smooth. What remains will be clearer, simpler, more true. You don't need to hold on to everything. You don't need to carry every moment with you. Let your brain decide. It knows. Breathe slowly. Feel your body sinking deeper into rest. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is making room for what comes next. Part 13. The continuity of self. Here is something remarkable. Even though you forget most of what happens to you, you still feel like the same person. The you of 20 years ago and the you of today are made of completely different cells. Your body has rebuilt itself many times over. And yet, you persist. You continue. This continuity, this sense of being you across time, is one of memory's greatest gifts. Your memories tell you who you are. They give you a history, a narrative, a sense of identity. Without memory, there is no self, no story, no through line connecting past to present to future. This is why memory loss is so frightening. It threatens not just what we know, but who we are. But here's the comforting truth. You are not just your explicit memories. You are also your habits, your skills, your instincts, your ways of being in the world. Even if you forgot every specific event of your life, you would still carry the shape of your experiences. You would still be kind if kindness shaped you, still cautious if danger taught you, still hopeful if love held you. You are deeper than your memories. You are the accumulation of everything you've lived through, whether you remember it or not. And tonight, as you sleep, your brain is weaving today into that ongoing story. It's adding new threads to the tapestry of who you are. It's making sure that tomorrow's you is connected to today's you, and yesterday's you, and the you of your earliest days. You are continuous. You are whole. You are becoming. Let that truth settle over you like a blanket. You are not lost. You are not scattered. You are one person, one life unfolding across time. And that is enough. Part 14. The chemistry of consolidation. Let's go deeper into the science now. Gently, softly, into the chemistry of how memories become permanent. When a memory forms, neurons fire together in a specific pattern. A pathway lights up in your brain. But that pathway is fragile at first, could easily fade. To make it last, something must happen. The connection must be strengthened. This is where proteins come in. During sleep, your brain produces specific proteins that travel to the synapses, the tiny gaps between neurons where signals jump from one cell to another. These proteins reinforce the connection. They make the pathway more efficient, more stable, more permanent. This process takes hours. It requires energy. It requires rest. Without sleep, these proteins don't form. The memory stays weak. It may fade entirely. This is why sleep deprivation destroys memory. Why students who pull all-nighters forget what they studied. Why exhaustion makes thinking so difficult. Your brain needs sleep the way a plant needs water. It's not optional. It's essential. And right now, as you rest, these proteins are being made. These connections are being strengthened. Every important lesson, every meaningful moment, every skill you practice today, your brain is preserving them all one protein at a time, one synapse at a time. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to try. Your body knows. Your brain knows. All you have to do is breathe and let yourself drift deeper. The work is happening. The healing is happening. The learning is happening. You are safe. You are held. You are becoming stronger even in rest. Part 15. The gift of semantic memory. There are different types of memory, and each one serves you differently. We've talked mostly about episodic memory, the memory of events, of things that happen to you personally. But there's another kind, equally important, semantic memory. This is your memory of facts, concepts, meanings, the knowledge you carry about how the world works. You know that Paris is in France. You know that ice is cold. You know what a dog is, what kindness means, how to tie your shoes. None of these memories are attached to a specific moment. You don't remember learning that sky is blue. You just know it. Semantic memory is quieter than episodic memory. It doesn't come with emotions or sensory details, but it's the foundation of everything you understand. And sleep strengthens this type of memory too. When you learn something new, a language, a skill, a concept, your brain extracts the general principle from specific experiences. It takes, I practiced this guitar chord 3 times, and turns it into, I know how to play this chord. The specific practice sessions fade. The skill remains. This transformation happens during sleep. The hippocampus and the cortex work together, distilling experience into knowledge. And over time, semantic memories become independent. They don't need the hippocampus anymore. They live permanently in your cortex, available whenever you need them. This is why you can remember how to ride a bike even if you can't remember learning to ride a bike. This is why language feels effortless even though you once struggled with every word. Your brain is constantly converting experience into wisdom, and sleep is the workshop where that conversion happens. So rest easy, knowing that everything you learn today is being processed, refined, and stored. You are becoming wiser simply by sleeping. Breathe gently. Let your thoughts grow quiet. You don't need to remember the details. The essence will remain. Part 16. Memory across a lifetime. Memory changes as you age. When you're young, your brain is a sponge. New connections form rapidly. Learning is effortless. The world is strange and fascinating, so everything gets remembered. As you grow older, patterns emerge. You've seen more, experienced more. New information fits into existing frameworks. This makes learning different. Not worse, but different. Children remember more distinct events because everything is novel. Adults remember more concepts because they see the patterns. And in later life, memory changes again. Recent memories become harder to form. The hippocampus, that tireless weaver, starts to slow. But older memories often remain vivid. The distant past can feel more real than yesterday. This is because those early memories were consolidated so deeply, reviewed so often over decades, that they're etched permanently into the cortex. An elderly person might forget what they had for breakfast but remember with perfect clarity the day they got married, the birth of their child, the summer they turned 16. And there is something beautiful in this. It means the most important moments, the ones that shaped you, stay with you longest. The love remains. The joy remains. The meaning remains. So if you're young, know this, the memories you're making now will last. Choose them with care. And if you're older, know this, what you've forgotten doesn't define you. What you remember, that's who you are. At every age, your brain is doing its best to serve you. to keep what matters, to help you live. Let yourself relax completely now. Let time become soft and irrelevant. You are not just this moment. You are every moment you've ever lived, all gathered into now. And that is a beautiful thing. Part 17. The Mystery of Déjà Vu. Have you ever felt like you've lived a moment before? Like this conversation, this room, this feeling. You've experienced it all already? This is déjà vu, the French term for already seen. It's one of memory's strangest tricks. Scientists believe déjà vu happens when there's a brief glitch in how your brain processes the present moment. Normally, experience flows smoothly from perception to memory. You see something, you recognize it as new, you file it away. But sometimes the wires cross. Your brain's memory system activates a split second before your perception system. So the moment feels familiar even though it's happening for the first time. It's like your brain filing something away before you've consciously experienced it, creating the eerie sensation that you've been here before. Déjà vu is harmless. It's just a small timing error in an incredibly complex system. But it reveals something profound. Your experience of reality is constructed by your brain. You're not passively recording the world. You're actively creating your experience of it, moment by moment, using memory, perception, and prediction all at once. And sometimes, in the quiet spaces between waking and sleeping, these systems blur. You might feel a strange familiarity, a sense of something hovering just out of reach. This too is normal. This too is your brain, doing its beautiful, mysterious work. Let yourself drift now. Let strangeness become comfort. Your brain is complex, yes, but it's also wise. It knows what it's doing, even when the experience is unusual. Trust it. Trust yourself. Trust the process. You are safe in the mystery. Part 18. Collective memory and shared stories. Memory is not just personal. Memory is also shared. The stories your family told, the history your culture carries, the myths and legends passed down through generations. These collective memories shape you as much as your individual ones. They give you context. They connect you to something larger than yourself. When you hear a story from your grandmother about her childhood, something remarkable happens. Your brain processes it similarly to your own memories. You can imagine her world, feel her emotions, carry her experiences forward. This is the gift of narrative. This is how humans have survived and thrived. We don't just learn from our own mistakes. We learn from the mistakes of everyone who came before us. We don't just celebrate our own victories. We carry forward the victories of our ancestors. Memory makes us part of an unbroken chain, stretching back to the very beginning of human consciousness. And forward too, into the future. The memories you're forming tonight will outlive you. They'll live in the stories you tell, in the lessons you pass on, in the way you shape the people you love. Memory is how we transcend mortality, how we become more than one small life. So rest now, knowing you are part of something vast and beautiful. Your memories are not just yours. They belong to the great story of human experience. And that story continues night after night, generation after generation. You are a thread in that tapestry, precious, irreplaceable, connected to everything. Breathe deeply. Let yourself feel that connection. You are not alone. You have never been alone. You are held by the memories of everyone who came before you and everyone who will come after. Part 19. The Spiral of Remembering. Here's something curious. Every time you remember something, you change it slightly. Memory is not like a video recording, played back perfectly each time. Memory is more like a story retold. Each telling adds a little something, subtracts a little something, shifts the emphasis. This is because remembering is an active process. When you recall a memory, your brain reconstructs it from pieces. It doesn't retrieve a perfect copy. It rebuilds it using the pieces it has, filling in gaps with guesses and inferences. This is why eyewitness testimony can be unreliable. Why siblings remember the same childhood event differently. Why your favorite story from the past becomes a little more polished each time you tell it. You're not lying. You're not confused. You're just human. And human memory is beautifully, imperfectly creative. But here's the hopeful part. This flexibility means memories can heal. A painful memory, recalled in a safe and supportive environment, can be softened. The emotion can be processed. The meaning can shift. This is the basis of many therapies. You revisit the memory but in a new context with new understanding, and slowly it becomes less overwhelming. The event doesn't change, but your relationship to it can. And positive memories can grow richer too. Each time you recall a joyful moment, you can deepen your appreciation for it. You can see new details. You can feel fresh gratitude. Memory is not static. Memory is alive, changes with you, grows with you, adapts to who you're becoming. Let this be a comfort as you drift deeper. Your past is not fixed. Your story is not written in stone. With each night of rest, with each morning of waking, you have the chance to remember differently, to see your life through new eyes. You are not trapped by what happened. You are free to find new meaning, new hope, new understanding. Breathe slowly now. Let the past soften. Let tomorrow glow. Part 20. The Midnight Garden. Imagine your mind as a garden at midnight. The day's visitors have left. The gates are closed. The noise has faded. And in the quiet darkness, the real work begins. The gardener moves through the rows, tending, pruning, watering, strengthening what needs to grow, removing what has withered. This gardener is sleep, and the garden is your memory. Every flower is a moment you lived. Every tree is a lesson you learned. Every vine is a connection between ideas. Some plants are young and fragile, needing extra care. These are your new memories, still taking root. Some are old and strong, their roots deep in the earth. These are your foundational memories, the ones that shape everything else. The gardener knows which need attention, which need space, which can be left to grow wild. And as the night deepens, as the moon crosses the sky, the garden transforms. What was scattered becomes organized. What was weak becomes strong. What was painful begins to heal. You don't see this work. You're resting, somewhere deep inside the garden's center, in a place of absolute safety. But the work continues, patient, steady, loving. By morning, the garden will be different, clearer, more beautiful. You will wake not just rested, but changed, slightly wiser, slightly more whole. And this will happen every night, for all the nights of your life. Your brain, your faithful gardener, tending the landscape of your memory. So let go now, completely, utterly. You are safe in the garden. The work is being done. All is well. Breathe slowly. Feel your body melting into the earth. You are held. You are tended. You are loved. Part 21. The permission to sleep. You have permission to sleep now. Permission to stop thinking. Stop planning. Stop worrying. Permission to let the day go, completely. Everything you needed to remember has been noted. Everything you needed to process will be handled while you rest. Your brain doesn't need your help. It knows what to do. It has been doing this every night since you were born. It will keep doing it every night for the rest of your life. You can trust it. You can let go. There is nothing left to do. Nothing left to figure out. Nothing left to carry. The weight of the day can fall away now, like leaves from an autumn tree. Your body knows how to rest. Your breath knows how to slow. Your mind knows how to soften. All you have to do is allow it. Breathe in and out. Deeper, slower. Feel yourself sinking into perfect, gentle rest. Part 22. The music of neural rhythms. Your brain has its own music. Right now, as you rest, your brain waves are changing rhythm. When you were awake and alert, they were fast, beta waves, quick and energetic like a hummingbird's wings. As you began to relax, they slowed to alpha waves, the rhythm of calm, like gentle ocean swells. Now, as you drift deeper, they slow further to theta waves, the rhythm of drowsiness, of daydreaming, of the border between waking and sleep. And soon you'll enter delta, the deepest, slowest waves, like the breathing of the earth itself. These rhythms are not random. They are orchestrated by millions of neurons firing in synchrony, creating waves of electrical activity that sweep across your brain. During deep sleep, when delta waves dominate, something magical happens. These slow waves coordinate the conversation between your hippocampus and your cortex, the transfer of memories from temporary to permanent storage. It's like a tide, washing memories from one shore to another. And there's another rhythm too, a faster one called sleep spindles. These are brief bursts of brain activity, lasting just a second or two, that appear during lighter sleep stages. Scientists have discovered that people with more sleep spindles have better memories. These spindles seem to protect memories, to lock them in place, to shield them from interference. Your brain is playing this symphony right now. Delta waves and sleep spindles working together, preserving everything that matters. You don't hear this music, but your neurons are dancing to it. And as they dance, you become more yourself. More whole. More ready for tomorrow. Let the rhythm carry you now. Let yourself float on these waves. There is a music inside you, ancient and wise, and it knows exactly what to do. Surrender to it. Trust it. Rest in it. You are held by the rhythm of your own brain, and it is beautiful. Part 23. The comfort of routine memory. Some memories require no effort at all. You don't have to think about how to brush your teeth, how to walk, how to unlock your door. These are procedural memories, memories stored not in your hippocampus, but in deeper, older parts of your brain. The basal ganglia, the cerebellum, ancient structures that learned their lessons millions of years ago. These memories are so deep, so automatic, that they feel like instinct. This is the gift of practice, of repetition, of doing something so many times that it becomes part of you. A pianist's fingers find the keys without thought. A dancer's body knows the steps before the mind can name them. A chef's hands move through familiar motions like water flowing downhill. And these memories are among the most durable. People with severe memory loss can still ride a bike, still tie their shoes, still play songs they learned in childhood. The body remembers what the mind forgets. There is something deeply comforting in this. It means you are more than your conscious thoughts. You carry wisdom in your bones, knowledge in your muscles, patterns in your nervous system. And tonight, the practice you did today, whatever skills you worked on, whatever routines you followed, those are being refined at a level deeper than words. Your brain is smoothing the pathways, making tomorrow's movements easier than today's. This happens automatically without your awareness in the deep architecture of your brain. So if you're learning something new, if you're struggling with a skill, know this: every time you practice, you're building these pathways. And every time you sleep, those pathways grow stronger. The struggle is temporary. The learning is permanent. Your body is becoming more capable, more graceful, more skilled, simply by resting. Let your muscles relax completely now. Let them rest, knowing they are learning even in stillness. You are growing. You are improving. You are becoming. And all you have to do is sleep. Part 24. The geography of memory in the brain. If we could map your brain, we would find memories everywhere. They are not stored in one place like files in a cabinet. They are distributed, interconnected, woven throughout the landscape of your mind. Visual memories live in your visual cortex, at the back of your brain. The memory of your mother's face, the sunset you saw last summer, the color of your childhood bedroom. Auditory memories live in your temporal lobes, along the sides. The sound of your name, your favorite song, the voice of someone you love, the feeling of touch, of warmth, of pain. These live in your sensory cortex, a strip running across the top of your brain. And emotions live everywhere. In the amygdala, yes, but also scattered throughout, coloring every memory with feeling. When you remember a single moment, let's say a birthday party from your childhood, dozens of regions activate at once. You see the cake, hear the singing, feel the excitement, smell the candles, remember who was there, know what it meant. All these pieces light up simultaneously, recreating the experience from fragments. This distributed system is both fragile and resilient. Damage to one area might erase one aspect of memory while leaving others intact. Someone might forget faces but remember names. Forget events but remember emotions. Forget words but remember music. But it also means memory is flexible, creative, capable of surprising you with what it preserves. And tonight, as you sleep, all these regions are communicating. The visual cortex talks to the emotional centers. The language areas exchange signals with the spatial maps. Everything is connecting, integrating, becoming coherent. Your brain is not a machine with separate parts. It is an ecosystem, every element influencing every other. And you are the consciousness that emerges from this beautiful, complex system. Rest easy, knowing your memories are safe, distributed throughout this vast inner landscape. No single point of failure. No way to lose everything. You are more resilient than you know. Breathe deeply. Let your awareness spread through your whole body. You are here. You are whole. You are home. Part 25. The stories we tell ourselves. Memory is not just what happened. Memory is what you tell yourself about what happened. Two people can experience the same event and remember it completely differently. Not because one is wrong, but because memory is interpretation. You remember what mattered to you, what caught your attention, what fit your understanding of the world. And over time, you shape these memories into stories. I am someone who tries hard. I am someone who has been hurt. I am someone who survives. I am someone who loves deeply. These narratives become the lens through which you see everything else. And here's the powerful part. You can change these stories, not by denying what happened, but by finding new meaning in it. The failure that once felt like proof of your inadequacy can become evidence of your courage for trying. The loss that once felt like abandonment can become a testament to how deeply you loved. The struggle that once felt like weakness can become the foundation of your strength. This is not self-deception. This is wisdom. This is recognizing that the facts of the past are fixed, but their meaning is fluid. And every night, as you sleep, your brain has the chance to reorganize these stories, to find new connections, to see old events in new light, to heal old wounds with new understanding. Dreams play a role in this. So does time. So does rest. So if you carry painful stories, if your past feels heavy, know this: it can change. Not by forgetting, but by remembering differently, by finding compassion for yourself, by recognizing your own resilience. You are not the worst thing that happened to you. You are how you responded to it. And that is always worth remembering. Let your breathing slow now. Let the stories soften. You are more than your past. You are the meaning you make of it. And that meaning can always grow, deepen, become more loving. Sleep peacefully. Tomorrow is a new page. Part 26. The memory of safety. There is a memory deeper than words, older than thought. It is the memory of safety. For some, this memory was formed in infancy, in the arms of someone who held them with love, who responded to their cries, who taught them that the world could be trusted. This memory lives in the body, in the nervous system, as a baseline of calm. For others, this memory had to be built later, painfully, slowly, one safe moment at a time. But it can be built, can be learned. Even now, every time you feel safe, truly safe, your brain takes note. The parasympathetic nervous system activates. Your heart rate steadies. Your breath deepens. And with enough repetition, this becomes your new baseline. Safety can be relearned. Right now, in this moment, you are safe. Nothing is chasing you. Nothing is threatening you. You are lying in comfort, in darkness, at rest. Your body can feel this. Your nervous system can register it. And with each breath, with each moment of ease, you are teaching your brain. This is what safety feels like. Remember this. This memory will grow stronger. It will become more accessible. It will become a refuge you can return to. Even in difficult times, you'll be able to recall this feeling, this moment, this breath. And it will remind you, I have been safe before. I can be safe again. This is the memory you're forming right now. Not of a specific event, but of a state of being. A memory of peace, of rest, of gentle, quiet safety. Let it sink deep into your bones. Let it settle into your nervous system. This memory is yours to keep, yours to return to, yours to build upon. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. And your brain is remembering this cell by cell, breath by breath. Part 27. The Web of Associations. Every memory is connected to others. The smell of pine trees might bring back a childhood Christmas. A certain song might transport you to a summer long ago. A stranger's laugh might remind you of a friend you haven't thought of in years. This is because memories are not stored in isolation. They are linked by association, by similarity, by proximity, by emotion. Your brain is a vast web, and every memory is a node in that web, connected by invisible threads to thousands of others. This is why mnemonic devices work, why memory palaces help people remember, why studying in the same room where you'll take a test improves recall. Context creates connections, and connections make memories retrievable. It's also why certain memories can be triggered unexpectedly. A sound, a scent, a feeling, and suddenly you're somewhere else, someone else, reliving a moment you thought was lost. These associations are automatic. Your brain creates them without asking permission, but you can also create them intentionally. When you want to remember something important, you can link it to something vivid, emotional, unusual. The stranger the connection, the stronger the memory. This is the art of memory, using your brain's natural tendency to connect, to weave, to associate. And tonight, as you sleep, your brain is strengthening these connections. It's finding patterns you didn't notice while awake. It's linking today's experiences to relevant memories from the past. It's building a richer, more integrated understanding of your life. You don't have to do anything. The web is weaving itself. Every memory finding its place. Every connection growing stronger. You are becoming more coherent, more integrated, more whole. Simply by resting. Breathe slowly now. Let your mind drift through the web. One thought leads to another. One memory touches another. All of it connected, all of it you. You are not scattered. You are a constellation, every point of light connected to every other. Beautiful. Complete. Exactly as you should be. Part 28. The Inheritance of Memory. Some memories are inherited. Not consciously, not explicitly, but through culture, through family, through the stories told before you were born. Your grandmother's fears might echo in your caution. Your father's dreams might inspire your ambitions. Your mother's wounds might teach you to protect yourself differently. This is called intergenerational memory. The way trauma and wisdom pass down through families, shaping each generation. Scientists have discovered that experiences can actually change how genes are expressed. Not the genes themselves, but which ones are turned on or off. And these changes can be inherited. Mice whose grandparents were exposed to trauma show heightened fear responses, even when they themselves have never been hurt. Humans, too, carry these echoes. Children of Holocaust survivors show different stress responses. Descendants of famine victims have different metabolisms. The body remembers what the mind doesn't know. This can feel heavy, the idea that you carry your ancestors' pain. But you also carry their strength, their resilience, their adaptation, their survival. You are here because they survived. And every challenge they overcame made you more capable of surviving too. This is not a burden. This is a gift. You are the culmination of thousands of years of survival, of learning, of adaptation. Every ancestor who faced danger and lived. You carry their wisdom in your cells. Every ancestor who loved, who created, who persevered. You carry their strength in your bones. And the memories you're forming now, the life you're living, the healing you're doing, this too will echo forward. You are breaking cycles, creating new patterns, offering future generations a different inheritance. This is sacred work, and you're doing it even now as you rest. Let yourself feel the weight of this, and then let it become lightness. You are part of something vast. You are not alone in time. Your ancestors are with you. Your descendants will thank you. And you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what needs to be done. Breathe deeply. Feel the chain of life flowing through you. Past, present, future, all meeting here in this moment, in this breath. You are honoring your lineage simply by healing, simply by resting, simply by being. And that is more than enough. Part 29. The Reconstruction of Tomorrow. Memory is not just about the past. Memory is how you imagine the future. When you think about tomorrow, next week, next year, you're not creating something from nothing. You're using your memories as building blocks. The hippocampus, that weaver of memories, is also the architect of imagination. When it's damaged, people lose not just their past, but their future too. They cannot imagine themselves in different situations, cannot picture what might happen next. This is because imagining the future is a form of memory, a recombination of elements you've experienced before, assembled in new ways. When you dream of a vacation, you're pulling from past travels, photos you've seen, stories you've heard. When you plan your day, you're using memories of previous days, adapting them to new circumstances. When you imagine yourself succeeding, you're drawing on past successes, and maybe on failures too, learning from both. Memory makes tomorrow possible. And tonight, as you sleep, your brain is preparing you for the future. It's consolidating lessons learned. It's organizing experiences. It's finding patterns that will help you navigate what comes next. It's also simulating scenarios, trying out different possibilities in the safe space of dreams. This is called prospective memory. Memory for what you will do, not just what you did. And it's just as important. The reminder you need to call a friend. The intention to be kinder. The plan to try something new. These future-oriented memories are being strengthened right now, while you rest. So when you wake, you'll be ready. Not just rested, but prepared. Your brain will have rehearsed tomorrow, found potential pitfalls, imagined solutions. You are being equipped, even now, for whatever comes next. And the beautiful thing is, you can shape your future by choosing what to remember. If you focus on past failures, you'll imagine future failures. If you remember your resilience, you'll imagine yourself resilient. Your memories create your expectations. Your expectations shape your reality. So be gentle with what you remember. Be kind in how you frame your past. Because that past is building your future, memory by memory, thought by thought. Let yourself drift now, knowing tomorrow is being prepared for you. Your brain is planning, anticipating, creating possibilities. You will wake ready. You will wake capable. You will wake hopeful. Because memory is not just what was. Memory is what will be. And your future is bright. Part 30. The final letting go. We are near the end now. The deepest part of the night. The quietest hour. You have journeyed through the landscape of memory, through its formation and forgetting, its pain and joy, its science and mystery. And now there is nothing left to understand. Nothing left to learn tonight. Now there is only rest. Your memories are safe. Your brain is working. Your body is healing. All you have to do is let go completely. Let go of the day. Let go of tomorrow. Let go of who you think you should be. Just be here. Just breathe. Just exist. There is no pressure. No expectation. No judgment. You are exactly enough, exactly as you are in this exact moment. Your memories do not define you. They inform you. They shape you. But beneath them all is something simpler. You. The awareness. The presence. The being that experiences everything else. And that essence, that core of who you are, needs nothing, remembers nothing, simply is. Rest there now, in that place beneath memory, beneath thought, beneath story, just being, just breathing, just existing in this moment. Safe, held, peace. The night will do its work. Your brain will tend its garden. Your memories will find their places. And you can simply sleep, deeply, peacefully, completely. Let every muscle soften. Let every thought dissolve. Let every concern fade. You are held by the darkness, cradled by the night, supported by the earth beneath you. Nothing can harm you here. Nothing is required of you here. You are free. You are safe. You are home. Sleep now, dear one. Sleep deeply. Sleep well. Let memory do its work while you rest in perfect peace. Tomorrow will come as it always does, and you will wake as you always do. But for now, for this sacred now, there is only sleep. Deep, healing, beautiful sleep, and you deserve every moment of it. Good night. Rest well. You are safe. The memories will be there when you wake. Clearer, gentler, wiser. But for now, only sleep, only peace, only rest. Breathe, let go. Sleep,